Well, good morning. I'm Professor Jean Bourhis, Chairman of Radiation Oncology at Lausanne University Hospital. We have a great interest for FLASH therapy, and it was early on. I think we started to work on that here at the Lausanne University Hospital 8 years ago. And in fact, we realized at that time, following the publication of Vincent Favaudon, that the FLASH observation was somehow outstanding in a way that protecting the normal tissues without protecting the tumors was a phenomenon of great interest. So that's why we developed later on, very soon after, with Marie-Catherine Bosnin and the medical physicist team here in Lausanne, a project, or more, I would say, a program on FLASH therapy to make it more understandable, I would say. Here in Lausanne, as I said, we've been promoting this research topic from the very beginning. And I was leading this, I would say, translational research. And now, personally, I'm more involved in the clinical translation of the FLASH phenomenon. And we've been treating the first patient with FLASH in 2018, and now we are entering in clinical trials to see whether we can also, in human patients, see the effect that was observed in preclinical setting. So we are currently having ongoing clinical trials for that. If we have a tool that could increase the differential effect between the tumors and the normal tissues, this is a tool that we need now to understand how to integrate with the rest of radiation therapy. It's probably an additional tool, but it's not going to solve all the problems that we have in radiation oncology. So my view on this is that it's a tool, and we need to understand how to use it. I think multidisciplinary approach is absolutely essential in this setting and particular topic, especially, the characteristics of the beams are very different from the one we are using in routine practice. So we need definitely medical physicists to certify that the dose we give is and the characteristic of the beams are well known to be used both for biology and for the clinics. So it's a highly multidisciplinary topic, I would say. And FRPT, from this point of view, is a very, very good initiative, because it's promoting definitely the multidisciplinarity. Now we have a lot of data, of reviews, and a lot of scientific communications on the FLASH. So I think the first thing is really to start to summarize all these things, to make an idea of what has been done, what is missing, and how a young investigator can contribute. So this is certainly a field now which is rapidly expanding, and there is a need for quite a thorough review on what has been done and what needs to be done. So, but there are plenty of things that young investigators, motivated young investigators, can do in this topic. There are probably a number of issues that we are eagerly waiting for more data. I think about fractionation or the effect on tumors. We need more data there to better understand what FLASH is doing. And this is definitely some areas in which new investigators can also contribute. The expectation is that we will get a better understanding on the characteristics, the robustness, the reproducibility of the FLASH effect, and learn how to perhaps use it for patients. So I think next 5 years will be a time where we are going to probably have a lot of answers. And there may be also some possibilities for FLASH to think a little bit out of the box. For instance, we know that FLASH is working probably better. It may not work better, but at least the effect is more obvious when you are using high dose perfraction. And high dose perfraction is something hard to use in the clinic, especially in large fields. So this is a characteristic we need to understand better. And if it's still the case, we need to use high dose perfraction. We may use it in a different way from what we're doing now. For instance, use it as a boost. And that could be a completely unusual way of using radiation therapy. High dose boost for large field irradiation. All these things need to be explored and investigated. FLASH topic is very interesting. It's one of the first time that we really have a bench to clinic translation in the field of radiation oncology. So that's very unique. I think it's really important that the community comes behind this and support also the effort